example, many of us feel tired at times, but if your fatigue doesn't improve with rest, it may be a symptom of a more serious illness known as chronic fatigue. Dr. Rob's here to give us some tips on getting our energy back. Welcome back.
Great to be here.
I think I have this.
You and 3 million other Americans have this chronic fatigue syndrome.
Okay.
It's very, very common.
Okay.
See it all the time, and people come in and they go, I'm so tired, I get up in the morning and I just don't feel rested.
Yeah.
And no matter how much coffee I drink and all the things that I do, I just can't feel good. I'm always tired, always fatigued, and they have all these terrible symptoms, the brain fog, right, muscle aches and pains. And one of the hallmarks of this disease, they'll say, no matter how much I rest, I just don't feel like I ever get enough rest.
I feel like
I never
that.
feel recovered.
Yeah.
And the question is, you know, what do you do with this?
Sure.
There's so many people that suffer from it. What can you do? Where do you start?
Yeah. So symptoms, one more time. You talked about brain fog.
The brain fog's a big one. The really just unbelievable fatigue, extreme exhaustion that's not relieved by rest. People get muscle aches and pains, have difficulty sleeping. And the really interesting one is the irritable bowel, because we're starting to notice that there may be a potential connection from the Human Microbiome Project, where we're looking at the bacteria in the gut, connected to chronic fatigue. Not proven yet, but there's a lot of evidence pointing in that direction that this biofilm in the gut could actually be leading to chronic fatigue.
Wow. So this can be a really serious thing.
It can be very serious, and it can impact your life to the point where you feel like you can't do your job, you can't go to work, you can't take care of the kids, you just can't get any rest, and the husband's got to take over. It affects more women than men generally, but men can be affected by it too. So the question is where do you start?
What do we do?
Go to your doctor. So many oftentimes people come in to see me and they've already started taking all these litany of supplements and vitamins and all kinds of things trying to improve it. But instead of doing that, getting lab work first. Visit your doctor. Get the lab work. So looking at basic labs, especially the hormones. You'd be surprised how many people have hormone deficiencies like low thyroid, or female athletes that push it too hard and they have low estrogen, progesterone, testosterone. Actually doing an intracellular nutrient test to see what nutrients you're missing inside the cells, and not guessing. Do I need to take magnesium? Do I need calcium? Do I need? Don't guess. Really know.
See someone.
Then looking at the inflammatory laboratories like sederate, vitamin D, homocysteine. And we can also test your adrenal glands, something called an ACTH stim test, where we can look to see if the adrenal glands are functioning, because there is a disease called Addison's disease, which is very fatiguing as well, or adrenal dysfunction. So once we get those tests done, we can be very strategic about your therapies, because it can be as simple as just taking 1 or 2 little hormone pills, or a couple supplements, for example. We had a client just recently was so magnesium deficient that they were incredibly fatigued. As soon as we got him on the right dose of magnesium, bam, off he took like a rocket ship and his energy was back. So the testing is critical to getting the diagnosis.
And we can come and see you for those tests if we want to.
Yes, if you want, anytime. alphamaleinstitute.com. Be happy to do it. We see lots of individuals, not only in the Dayton area, but from around the country, suffering from chronic fatigue syndrome. And if yours keeps up,
then I have to come see you. Can you do the testing right here live?
We could. I could draw blood right here on TV.
That would be pretty cool. No, but it is. Again, if you are feeling any of the symptoms we talked about earlier, go see your doctor. You can also see Dr. Rob. One more time, your website?
alphamaleinstitute.com.
Excellent. Thank you so much for being here.
It's great to see you as always.
All right, another